Welcome to tonight's game as the West Washington Lady Senators travel to Eastern to take on the Eastern Musketeers. This is Craig Akers, and I will be joined shortly by my broadcast partner for tonight, Mr. Keith Abels. The Senators are going to get quite a test tonight. This is the first road game for the Senators where they're going somewhere to play where they aren't the favorite. Eastern has quite a student section here tonight and can turn this place into a hostile environment very quickly. Will the Lady Senators play their game, or will Eastern dictate the pace tonight? That's the question that's going to be answered as we go through this game. Eastern comes out looking for a little revenge tonight against a Senator team that shocked this same Eastern Musketeer team last year. Pekin came into T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium with their high 2A ranking and left with a shocked look and feeling. The Senators were able to play within themselves and go away with a 6-point win. That same Eastern team went on to win state and really found themselves in that tourney run. The good news for the Senators is that this Eastern team isn't the same one that won state last year. The bad news, they might be a little better and a little faster. They returned 4 starters from last year's team. There is no doubt that Eastern is led by their senior forward, Rachel Stewart. She averaged 19 points a game while grabbing 6 rebounds on their state championship run last year. And everyone knows that in order to win a state championship, you have to have good guard play. Eastern has a great one in the sophomore Isabel Claywell. She started for the team last year and has been tested with all sorts of defenses being thrown at her. Will the Senators be able to stop this 2-person attack? Keith, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I guess it's awful neat to be sitting here and watching the last year this team wins a state championship. They come out here tonight. Like you said, they could be maybe just a little bit better. We're going to find out here in just a little bit. The Senators, they've been playing good. The Perry Central game, I thought they played good in that. Got a nice little win. Keeps this momentum going. Well, it'd be nice to get a win here on their home floor tonight because it can easily be done, and that would be a big statement mark for these girls.
On the other hand, the Senators have hit some roadblocks recently. They dropped a game to Salem that they thought they should have won. Then they get back-to-back wins over Perry and Mitchell. This team is a run-and-gun, push-the-pace type of team that needs to play in the upper 60s to win. Eastern is only giving up 38 points a game. The Senators definitely have the firepower to give Eastern a lot of trouble. Ryan Russell is shooting 35% from the three-point range while averaging 11 points a game. This gym is known as a shooter's gym, and Ryan should have a great night tonight raining down threes. Cassidy Keltner has stepped up her play and seems to have the foul situation under control. Keith, what do these 2 players need to do for the Senators to come out with a win tonight?
Yeah, I totally agree, Craig. Cassidy Keltner has been playing some good basketball. It's like she's found herself these last couple games. So she needs to play big and keep doing the great things that she's doing. With that being said, all the girls just got to step up a little bit. You know, you're on a bigger stage right now. You're playing against a defending state championship team. Pretty cool to say. I do know that the Salem-Pekin game, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, ended up going into overtime. So that would be a good test, too. They went to overtime, and Salem came out with a win on that one. It'll be a good test. You know, this is going to be a good ball club. Like I said, it'd be a good statement win for these girls to get. And I just see, is Taylor Fouch out there?
Taylor Fouch is out on the floor tonight.
So I've seen her in her warm-up thing, but I was talking. I didn't know if she was back for sure. Maybe slowly try to get back in the game, a little bit of flow. That I'm glad to see that she's back.
Well, the question is she going to actually step foot on the court tonight for actual live action? She is warming up. Basically because we know that Isabel Claywell is the run-and-gun leader for the Musketeers, and Taylor Fouch has a history of getting in her head and being able to pester her all over the place.
Taylor's defense is very, very good, and that would be huge. But like you said, what's it been? Has it been about a month and a half
since she's been on the court? Yep.
So she's probably maybe a little bit out of shape. You know, I mean, it takes if you set for that long, not running up and down very much, it'll kind of get to you. She might be a little bit winded, but that'd be nice to get some quality minutes from her tonight.
Definitely, definitely. Well, when we return from break, we'll sit down with Coach Russell and get his thoughts about tonight's game.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Once again, I'm joined by the Lady Senator head coach, Darren Russell. Darren, you come off a nice victory with Perry. You travel there and play a pretty good game, pretty clean game, where you're able to get out and get a good win at Perry. Tell me your thoughts kind of on that game.
Well, anytime you go to Perry, it's going to be tough, especially on a Monday night. I mean, hour and a half bus ride down there, so, it wasn't a perfect game, but anytime you can go to Perry and get a win, and, still win by 18 points, you feel pretty good. The second half, our kids faced really the entire game. We faced a lot of adversity, a lot of foul trouble, a lot of interesting calls. We only shot 9 free throws for the game, but the girls stepped up and made 8 out of 9. So, I'm extremely happy about that. First half, Cora was in some foul trouble, and Cassidy Keltner came in and played extremely well, just continuing to get better game by game. All the girls played well. We missed a lot of shots that normally we're going to make, but again, that's the first time we've been on the road since November 3rd or 4th, so that was getting that mindset back for the kids that when we're on the road it's going to be more difficult, and plus that we're not going to sneak up on anybody. Everybody knows that we've got a good team and we're going to get team's best shots, and we were able to come out of there with a big win and go to 2-0 in the conference, which is very, very important, because I don't think you're going to be able to lose a game or no more than one in this conference to win it.
You talked about going on the road. Your test tonight is against Eastern. You do travel there. Kind of some heated rivalry between the two. You did get a win against them last year, but even though it wasn't against you, they did kind of get the final laugh there because they did get a state championship last year. So it is kind of a rivalry matchup again this year. Tell me your thoughts on the matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's another county team. Eastern had a great season last year, capped off with the state championship, which we were happy to see them win. And I know for a fact that they were very, very disappointed that they lost us last year, and I think they've kind of been marking this for as a revenge game because they felt like that they were better last year, and overall they were the better team over the course of the season. But that one night our kids really bought in and played the way we wanted to play, and was able to frustrate them and come out of there with a win. And tonight's going to be a huge challenge for us because we know what they're looking to do, and like I said, they've got revenge on their mind. So we're going to have to come out. It's going to be a very sectional-like atmosphere in here, I'm sure, and Coach McBride does a great job with his kids. They're one of the best defensive teams we'll play all season.
Talking about that team that they had last year, they do graduate a few girls from that did play big roles, but they return a pretty solid core from that team. They return their point guard and one of their big-time scorers. Tell me what you know about them.
Well, as you said, Taylor Drury was an exceptional player last year, and thank goodness she's gone. We don't have to face her. But you lose her. Rachel Stewart just continued to get better and better all season last year, and was just huge in their tournament run last year. And right now, I would say she is probably one of the top 2 or 3 seniors, south of Indy. She's just a phenomenal player. She's 5'9". She can go inside. She's outside, can hit the outside shot. She's got good quickness. She doesn't get frustrated. She lets the game come to her. And, it seems like every time you look, she's got 24, 25 points or so we know we're not going to completely stop her. We just got to make sure she doesn't go off for 30 or 40 on us. Their point guard is also back, Isabel Claywell, who we know her very well. You know, she runs the show for them. She likes to drive. She's developed into a pretty good outside shooter, so you can't give her a lot of room. You know, she just does a really good job and you know, plays defense extremely well. And that's where we're going to really miss Taylor Fouch tonight, because Taylor has always been able to do an excellent job coming up through the grades, you know, of shutting her down. So, you know, we're going to have other kids step up and be able to stop her. And then they got Kaylee Graves, another sophomore, played a big role for them late in the season last year. She'll start as another guard, can knock down the outside shot. Again, a very good defender. Veronica Judson be their third guard, and you know, she can shoot. She's a senior. She's got that experience. So you know, they've got three very solid guards, and then they got Savannah Emmert to go with Stewart on the inside, who was Emmert started some last year. You know, definitely got better in practice going against Drury every day. And they've got a very talented freshman class. You know, their freshmen won the county last year, and you know, some of those girls are getting varsity time. So, you know, they're just a very solid team.
They're a team that looks a lot like you. You know, they start a 3-guard set. They have 2, you know, bigs that they like to play on the inside. You know, what kind of matchups are we looking to see tonight?
Well, you know, it's going to be. We're hoping that, you know, we can contain Stewart. And just hope no one else just completely goes off on us. I think there are some kids on that team that we're going to give the opportunity to take some shots, you know, rather than allow Stewart to drive on us all night or Claywell drive on us. So, you know, we got to do that. Offensively, we got to take care of the ball because, like I said, I mean, they're going to put pressure on us in a half court. I don't expect them to pick us up full court too much, but they may. But the main thing is we take care of the basketball. We meet our passes. We make good crisp passes, and we look to get it inside.
You know, through the past couple of games, there's been a stretch of it ranges from a minute up to 3 minutes, where it seems like your girls, you know, lose sight of what their goal at the end of the game is. You know, you'll see 3 or 4 passes that are thrown over the heads of people in a row, and that allows the other team to, you know, get back in the game and get runs going. What's your process for the girls to get them back on track?
You know, it's just mental toughness. You know, you got to fight through it and stay focused on the big picture. I mean, things aren't going good. You know, it's easy to get down. We got to pick each other up and, you know, just continue to trust each other, trust what we're doing, and, you know, we'll be fine. And like you said, I mean, we'll go through a stretch there, and then they get it back together. It's like, you know, why can't we do this for an entire 32 minutes? But, you know, we're not the only team that has that problem.
Definitely. Talk to me a little bit about the health of your team. You've already mentioned Taylor. How's everybody else?
Everybody else seems to be good. You know, Ryan's back, but her shoulder probably not going to be perfect for the rest of the year. So, you know, we're going to get through that. But Taylor's getting closer and closer to getting back, and we get her back, we'll be in great shape.
Starting lineup for tonight.
We'll go the way we've been going with Hattie at the point, Ryan and Chelsea at the off guards, and then Cora and Maddie inside.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you after the game.
All right, thanks, Craig.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
We're back live to Lady Senator basketball action here. We're about 13 seconds away from the national anthem, so our 3 keys to victory: limit turnovers. You got to keep the ball moving and find the open shots, and the third one is stay out of foul trouble. There's no doubt that those are the keys to victory tonight to beat this Eastern Musketeer team. They're definitely a team that can get out and score. We're going to step away and have our national anthem. We'll be back with the starting lineups. Back to live action here at Eastern High School. Starting lineups tonight for the Eastern Musketeers. They do go with a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. Starting at 1 guard is the 5'4" sophomore number 14, Kaylee Graves. Starting at the other guard is the 5'5" sophomore number 12, Isabel Claywell, that we've already talked about. Starting at the 3rd guard is the 5'5" senior number 10, Veronica Judson. Starting at the other forward is the 5'10" senior number 30, Savannah Emmert. And rounding out the starting lineup is the 5'9" senior forward number 20, Rachel Stewart. The Musketeers are coached by Coach Mike McBride in his 11th season and is 152 and 87 overall. West Washington goes with their normal starting lineup. Starting at point guard is the 5'5" junior, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds, number 1, Hattie Griffiths. Also starting in the backcourt is the 5'7" sophomore, putting up 11 points, 5 rebounds a game, number 3, Ryan Russell. Rounding out the backcourt in the 3-guard set is the 5'4" senior guard, number 5, Chelsea Carter, chipping in 15 points and 4 rebounds. Starting for the Lady Senators in the front court is the 5'10" junior forward, number 2, Maddie Bausman, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds. And rounding out the starting lineup is the 5'9" senior forward, averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds a game, number 12, Cora Miller. The Lady Senators are coached by Darren Russell, who is 35 and 27 in his 3 years, and this is the number 7 ranked team in 1A, averaging 66 points a game. Eastern is ranked, I believe, 2nd in 2A.
Number 2, huh? Number 2.
Definitely a matchup of powers here. So getting ready to tip. Eastern does get the tip. Out quick. Judson with the first bucket there. Hattie Griffiths handling the ball out on top. Ball is stolen by Emmert. Claywell with the bucket. Musketeers are out to a 4-0 lead here. Just a little over a minute played so far. Maddie Bausman up and no good.
One of the keys you said, taking care of the ball. We can have numerous turnovers tonight.
Definitely, we've got to take care of the ball. We can't give them extra shots, extra attempts here.
Job, Cora.
Graves misses. Cora Miller with the rebound.
Up to Maddie.
Up to Maddie Bausman.
Oh.
Bausman then turns it over. That's Stewart.
It seems like, Craig, they like to push the ball quite a bit too.
Yep.
Oh, boy, we don't need that.
Chelsea Carter going to pick up the foul on the 3 there.
Not the start we were probably hoping for.
Nope. We don't want them to jump out to a quick lead. Graves is going to go to the line to shoot 3. First one up and good. Second one up and good.
Cheer block's pretty full over there.
Yeah, Eastern definitely brought the cheer block tonight. So.
But we got 2 turnovers, and they've got 5 points off our 2 turnovers. And another one.
That's Griffiths with the turnover.
Deep pass.
Graves up and good.
Yeah, they like to get out, don't they?
Yeah. Out to a 9-0 lead.
I knew that was, you could see her body was turning when she set the screen. I think this is a good timeout right here.
Yeah. Coach Russell calls a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick with you here. Those of you out there watching, once again, remember we are posting from mobile hotspot tonight, so not the quality that we like, and we are only posting to the one site, the West Washington live stream. So make sure, if others out there are looking for it, that you let them know where it comes from and how to get to it.
Hey, just think of the talent in Washington County in girls basketball.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely a hot spot right now.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking all the talent. If these schools were put together, like a Jeff or a New Albany and something like that, it would be just unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely a team to be reckoned with if they were all combined. And I mean, even at that, all 3 teams right now, I believe, are ranked in the state.
Yeah.
We've got one at 1A, one at 2A, and one at 3A.
Nice
block by
Miller.
Miller.
There we go. That's good hustle right there.
Going to get a jump ball. Should go to the Lady Senators.
We need to get a score right here. That would really help things.
Looks like Russell's going to handle the ball.
Nice back cut.
Back cut to Bausman. Swinging it out to Carter. There's Claywell playing defense on Hattie Griffiths.
Well, she is quick, ain't she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice post.
Inside out.
Inside out. Back out to Russell. Russell for 3. No good.
Well, here they go. They're wanting to run again.
Russell going to pick up the foul here. Her first of the night. So Stewart's going to go to the line.
So you really, they're a favorite, you might as well say, kind of in a sense, ranked number 2. They're probably a favorite to be in the state championship game, They're expected probably to make it there again this year.
Yeah, they do return quite a bit of their talent, so.
They got hot, too, right there at the end.
Yeah, they got
too,
hot at the right time and played a really good 3 or 4 games to make it there. Hattie with the ball out top.
How did you miss that? I guess it was a call.
I
Chelsea
think
Carter.
we're going to get a foul on the screen. So Chelsea Carter going to pick up her second foul. So she's going to check out. Bausman back in. Carter's going to have to sit the rest of the first period at least.
Yeah, that's not where you want your leading scorer to be.
Yeah, on the bench. So they're going to get Emmert with the foul here down on the block. Her
Yep.
first on the team.
Yeah, Claywell's playing exceptional defense. Maybe just from what I've seen her playing on Hattie, Hattie usually has no problem getting around anybody, and she has got some fast feet.
Yeah.
She stays right with her.
There's a nice post move by Keltner.
That was a nice move, Cassidy.
No good.
How's the travel? There we go.
Gonna get Graves for the travel. So turn over there.
Sophomore and sophomore. Yeah, they're kind of balanced, fairly young, got some senior leadership.
Yeah.
So
Lady Senators are down 9-0 here, halfway through the first period of play.
good post pass. Get in there, Cassidy. Oh.
Keltner unable to knock that one down, but going to go to the line for two. That's Emmert's second.
She's been playing some good basketball here lately. Heck of an athlete. She can stay out of foul trouble. She can do some damage down there.
Yeah. Keltner is 15 of 28 on the year for 54%. First one up and good. Brings it to 9-1. Second one also good. Eastern moves the ball around the top. Just play well.
For three.
For three, good. It's a big time shot. Russell makes the drive. And get a block by Stewart.
They come right back at you, man.
Stewart then knocks down the jumper. 14-2. Going to be a full timeout. We're going to step aside, hear a short commercial from the IHSA, and we'll be back with live action here in just a moment.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action. Eastern has jumped out to a 14-2 lead here. A little over 3 minutes to go in the first period. Eastern has brought their cheer block and the band out tonight. So
Thursday night band and cheer block.
Keltner up and good.
Good job, Cass. That's another travel. Yeah.
Claywell. Bowsman on Claywell. It's a nice move by Stewart.
Mm-hmm. Split them, didn't she?
Ryan Russell going to pick up her second foul. Stewart going to go to the line for two.
So Ryan's got two, Chelsea's got two, And we're not done with the first quarter yet.
Yeah.
So, am I right on? Am I correct on this? Is she the second leading scorer on the team?
Russell?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So 1 and 2 on the bench right now. Hey, you know what? That means somebody's got to step up.
Definitely.
Opportunities come knocking, answer them. Here we go.
Claywell almost gets the steal there. Bowsman drives down the lane.
Their help side defense is really good.
Claywell steals, up and good.
Another good move by
Keltner,
Cass, man.
no good.
You
Stewart
know?
with the rebound. Bailey Roll going to pick up the foul, her first. First one, no good.
I think against a team like this, we're going to see a lot more ball movement.
Yep, going to have
Less
to move
dribbling,
the ball around.
less dribbling. Let's move the ball around a little bit. Let's get it moving. Make the defense move.
Bring the score 18-4. Lady Senators are down. Minute to go in the first period. Keltner up, no good. Roll with a hand
Header,
on it,
yeah.
but doesn't get it.
Had it going right. There we go.
Foul's going to be on Claywell. Her first. Ball goes up top to Hattie.
Back to
Maddie
Bowsman.
for three. No good. Stewart with the rebound.
Somebody help her here. Get in there, Cora. Well, Cass. Can't.
Cassidy Keltner going to pick up the foul.
That's one of those fouls you can almost take, man. She was just hustling, trying to get the rebound. Right under
We've
the
got
basket.
7 fouls in the first period, so we're going to be 1-1 from here on until halftime.
Yeah, we got to block out. Yeah, I don't think we want to put them in any kind of double bonus real early here. 'Cause
No.
you don't want them shooting 2 free throws every time they go. I'm pretty sure their free throw percentage is probably pretty good.
There's Keltner with a nice
Nice
move.
up and under. They're really feeding her, man. She
Yeah.
is really, her offensive game looks really good down there. That's a nice little up and under move.
Graves going to pick up the foul. Keltner going to go to the line, shoot 2. First one, no good. Steps up for the second one. It's up and good. Brings the score 20-5. Push ahead.
Better close out.
Casey for 3, no good.
Oh.
8.9 seconds left to go in the first period of play. Lady Senators are down 20-5.
Plenty of time here to get up the floor, get a good look at this.
No good by Griffiths to end the period. So we're going to step away, hear a short message from the IHSA, and we'll be back for the second period action.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life lessons. Sayings like, hard work pays off, patience is a virtue, and there are no shortcuts take on a whole new meaning once you've played sports. Competition toughens us up, too. It forces us to push ourselves, and it reminds us not to take anything in life for granted. At the end of the day, when the final whistle blows, sports teach lessons that can make us better athletes and teammates. More importantly, they teach us lessons that can help prepare us for life. So yeah, life is a game, and each of the more than 160,000 high school athletes in Indiana is better off for playing. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Back to live action here as the Lady Senators do travel to Eastern to take on the Lady Musketeers. They are down 20-5 after one period of play.
Chelsea's back out there. Got the 2 fouls on her, but senior, she's got to play smart.
Crumpton comes in and puts in that bucket.
Freshman, Haley Crumpton.
Going to get Keltner with a travel.
Boy, she got quick hands.
Claywell shoots it. Keltner gets the rebound, and then Claywell steals it from Keltner. Judson for three. Carter with the turnover, but then Casey gives it right back on a turnover back the other way. So no real harm there.
Move it. There we go. As she comes. Three seconds.
3-second call. I believe they're going to get Bailey Roll for that.
I don't think I remember seeing this lineup on the floor at one time. This is
No, I haven't seen this.
Maybe a little bit of not knowing where everybody's going to be at. A little learning curve here. So
Claywell pulls up, no good.
we just
Stewart
got
with the rebound.
We got to rebound the ball. We have got to rebound the ball.
Senators are down 27-5.
Nice
Carter
job,
up and
Chelsea.
good.
There we go. Let's push them into some turnovers here.
Play well. Handling the ball. Definitely has some handles there.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that was a fun night to watch when her and Leah Miller went at it.
Yeah.
Casey for three.
Watching her shooting warm-ups, man, she didn't miss too many threes. I was watching that Casey shoot number 22, and She was
Roll with
draining
the
them.
nice fake. Down the lane, up, no good. Gets her own
Good rebound, Bailey. There you go.
Puts that one in. Brings the score 30-9. A little under 5 minutes left to go. Judson no good. Carter with the rebound.
Oh, see.
I'm sure this is not the start that Coach Russell wanted for his Lady Senator team. Definitely didn't want the foul trouble that he's got going on.
Like I said, to come in here and play the reigning state champs in Class 2A, you better have it together.
Yeah.
You better have it together.
Claywell's got 9 already.
It's a good move by
Bowsman
Maddie.
up and good. Maybe she can catch fire like Holden did in the second and third period.
That was a fun game.
Stewart up and good from the top of the key.
You had mentioned her to me. Hey, she's a player too, man.
Yeah, that's her
They got a lot of
10th
weapons.
point of the game, so she's already in double digits. Carter up and
Hey,
good.
man.
Gonna get a chance at a 3-point play here. Claywell gonna pick up her second foul. Bring the score 34-13 before the free throw attempt by Carter. Up and good. Nice move. No good.
It was a fast move too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bailey Roll gets the rebound there. So she's already got 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive. There's a block. Another nice bucket underneath
She's got some nice
by
post
Lily
moves.
Crumpton.
And she's a freshman. Lily Crumpton. There we go.
Keltner underneath.
Nice little post move herself. The bigs are getting some work, ain't they?
Yeah. Eastern settles in, gonna run some offense here. They run their 4 guards around the top with Crumpton down in the lane. Judson for 3, no good. Checking into the game is Kaylee Graves, who gives Claywell a break. 36-16. Lady Musketeers are out early on the Lady Senators. Roll
Get in there, Bailey.
for 2.
Yes.
Banks it in. We'll see how this team runs without Claywell at the point.
3 seconds. I'm sure it's definitely going to change. You know, that kid's awful talented. I
Yeah.
don't, you know, she's really, like you said, like a Leah Miller. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's your general, you know.
Yeah, that's a special talent that you've got there, and she does a great job, and she's got another, 2.5 years. She's going to run the point here.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, right? Bailey.
Another
there
nice
we go.
bucket for Bailey
I'll
Roll.
tell you what, man. I like to see that.
That gives her 6 on the night. Minute 30 left to go in the first period. Lady Senators are down 36 to 20.
Cora.
Gonna have a jump ball.
There we go. Hey, you chip away a little bit here.
If we
Man,
could get this.
if you get this 36-26 going into halftime, I'd feel pretty good about that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I'd feel really good about that.
And there's no give to these Lady Senators. They're definitely going to keep working.
Yeah.
Going to keep trying to chip away at this. Going to get Stewart with the foul here on the drive by Chelsea Carter. Stewart is not happy about it at all.
It was kind of late whistle,
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. The ball had already gone up, and then they call the foul after that. So Carter steps to the line where she's 18 of 26 on the year for 69%. First one up and no good.
I was going to say, if that would have went in, we would have been a little bit close stepper at 10.
Steps up for the second one.
See Hattie's getting ready to check back in.
Second one up and good.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea right
Griffiths
there.
comes back in for Carter.
With Chelsea having 2, not let her try to pick up that third foul here.
Don't want to pick up a third one here with 1:30 to go.
You know what? Have we even fouled this quarter?
I don't think we have.
I think we were in bonus in the first.
In the first, but haven't fouled in the second period yet. So Judson tries to drive, but Bailey Roll with a nice closeout.
Bailey Roll's playing good basketball. Somebody get out on her, nice. There we go. Craig, we're getting closer, man.
Graves
we get a
misses,
score here.
but Miller comes down with the rebound.
Take care of it, girls. Take care of it. Nice kick over. That's good ball movement right there, though. I don't.
Going to stay with the Lady Senators here. 47 seconds left to go in the second period.
But I like that ball movement right there, except for just maybe the air pass, but the ball is moving quick.
Got a sidelines out of bound play. Get it into Hattie, who's going to set up some offense. They go into Keltner. Going to get a jump ball. So not going to be able to get a shot up on that possession. 37 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, this don't look like the same team without her out there.
No.
It's just not the same. She stepped out of bounds.
Official right there on top of that one. I believe she did step out of bounds also.
Yeah.
I think he was looking at the reach in that was coming.
And my eyes are terrible.
Oh, that's a nice move by Stewart.
That was.
Six seconds.
Let's get a good one here.
Hattie drives. Puts one up, no good. Lady Senators do trail 38-21 at the end of the first half. We're going to step away, have a short commercial break, and we'll be back with the first half stats.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're back to live action here. The Lady Senators do trail 38-21 after the first half of play. For the Eastern Musketeers, they are led in scoring by Stewart with 12. Claywell chips in 9. Judson and Graves both have 5. Crumpton has 4, and Casey has 3. So they've got a pretty balanced attack there. Emmert, the only other Lady Musketeer to get in the game, and she does not score. Fort West Washington, they're led in scoring by Cassidy Keltner with 7 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Chelsea Carter has 6 points on 2 of 2 and 2 of 3 free throws. Bailey Roll has 6 points on 3 of 4 from the floor. And Maddie Bausman has 2 points on 1 of 2 from the floor. So, the Lady Senators do tally their 21 points there. The Eastern Musketeers do have 5 assists. They have 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds for 8 total rebounds. I've got them for 5 steals, and they do have 5 turnovers in the first half. The West Washington Lady Senators do have 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds for 9 total. I've got them with 1 steal and 10 turnovers. Shooting statistics, Eastern is 15 of 24 overall for 62%. They're 12 of 17 from 2-point range for 70%, 3 of 7 from 3-point range for 42%, and 5 of 10 from the line for 50%. West Washington on the other side is 8 of 18 from the floor for 44%. They are 8 of 14 from 2-point range for 57%, and 0 of 4 from 3-point range for 0%. They're 5 of 7 from the line for 71%. It's a definite game of runs, and the Lady Senators kind of got run over in that first period. They weren't able to get up, the shots and the points that they needed. They were outscored 20-5 in that first period. Second period, pretty even, 18-16 in favor of the Lady Musketeers.
Yeah, I'd say that second quarter was night and day difference.
Yeah.
You play that consistent in that first quarter. This is probably a 2 4-point game going into halftime, or it could even be tied up. Who knows? You know?
It's a game of 2 periods so far. And they were outgunned in the first period. Went to kind of a different lineup. We saw Bailey Roll get quite a few minutes there in the second period of play with the foul trouble with Ryan Russell and Chelsea Carter with 2 fouls each. So, they had to go to the bench. So Bailey Roll came in and definitely gave them a spark.
Yeah, did a great job.
She was able to chip in 6 points while she was in there playing and played some pretty good D. She did end up with 2 rebounds in that first half, 1 offensive and 1 defensive, like I did say. So, she did give them kind of a spark off the bench. This is where the Lady Senators really miss Taylor Fouch. She's one of those who can come in and play some good defense and really lock down another player, but also she's one who can get out in the open court and put in some layups, for throw ahead stuff. So, it's one of those where they really miss her. She did come out and warm up and Coach Russell said that, she never had the intention of playing tonight, just to kind of get through the warm-ups and see how her knee does hold up. But she is supposed to go back to the doctor Monday, which will then, hopefully she does get cleared so then she can play, the remainder of the season.
Yeah, it'd be great to see her back on the floor. I would like to see her guard this Clay Will girl. I think that would be a pretty good matchup. I think Taylor could stay with her. Yeah,
that's a matchup that, a lot of the Senators have seen as they are, going up through the elementary programs. Taylor Fouch has guarded Claywell quite a bit as they've gone up, and it seems like, everybody that I talk to, depending on which side of the county you're on, says, Taylor has the advantage or Claywell has the advantage, depending on, which side you're rooting for and which side you're cheering for. So, it's one of those that, it would have been a nice thing to see tonight, to see that offensive versus defense there that Taylor can lock down and do a good job of.
Yeah, Cassidy Keltner had a nice first half there, in my opinion. Bailey came in and gave him some great minutes, but we just everybody's got to be consistent. Like you said, I think Hattie's got 0 points, right?
Yeah, Hattie Griffiths has 0 points
Ryan,
on 0
0.
of 2. Ryan, 0 points, only took 1 shot in the first half.
And Cora Miller, 0.
And Cora Miller has 0 points and only took 1 shot. So, not going to be a very good outcome if that's the style, we're going to play. Those 3 have to be in the books, have to score some points. So, we're going to step aside, take a short commercial break. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Have you noticed? Sports today are different. Today's athletes are bigger and stronger. They run faster, jump higher, and hit harder than ever before. But there is one thing that hasn't changed about sports, and that's the importance of practicing sportsmanship. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we like to remind you that winning isn't everything. The way you play matters, and a true champion plays the game with respect. For the opponent, for the coaches, and for the officials. True champions practice sportsmanship with the same degree of intensity that they play the games themselves. Sports may evolve, athletes may change, but the mark of a true champion will always be the same. Play like a champion. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Back to live action here. We're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the start of the second half of play here. Lady Senators are just now coming back onto the court. This is where we need the Lady Senators to definitely make a run and string together some points here. Hopefully we can keep the Lady Senators out of foul trouble so that we can keep those same people, that we need on the floor. We've got to keep Ryan Russell on the floor, and we've got to keep Hattie on the floor and Chelsea Carter. All those girls have to be on the floor for us to be in this game and to climb out of this 17-point hole we've dug ourselves for the first half of play.
Well, if you come out here and then by the end of the middle of the third quarter, if you just have it to, man, if you could play and have it to 10, man, get a 7-point advantage, that would be huge right now. We're just going to have to take a little bit at a time because
that's the thing. We're going to have
to not try to overdo anything, man. Not try to. You ain't going to get it all back at once.
Yeah, we're going to have to chip away at this and really string together some points. We're going to take one more short commercial break before the start of the second half. We'll be back in just a moment.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. And it goes in! It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action. Both teams do go back to their original starting lineups to start the second half of play. Lady Senators are down. 21-38. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Cassidy Keltner jump in that lineup.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen Hattie sitting over here.
So Hattie's out, and Cassidy Keltner takes her spot in the starting lineup. That foul goes on Emmert, her third foul. So she's battling some foul trouble.
Yeah, Cassidy's doing some good work down there.
Without Hattie in the game, we're without our true point guard here. So Musketeers going to take over the ball there on the jump ball.
Like a little dribble drive offense.
Yeah, they're going to be happy to sit here and run some offense, run some clock. They're not in any hurry to put up the ball.
Yeah, she's a player.
Gives her 14 on the evening. Swings
Good
the ball over the
backside
top.
pass.
Miller with the bucket. Play well out ahead again. Judson. It's a nice move by Claywell. Miller with the rebound.
There you go, Cora.
Cora Miller for three. No good.
Get her own
Gets
rebound,
her own
though.
rebound.
There you go.
And pick up a foul. Claywell's third of the evening. So back comes Lily Crumpton to give Emmert a break.
Swinging it over here, looking for in the post. Kick
Gonna
ball.
get a kick ball. It'll be out of bounds to the Lady Senators.
It's like we're really trying to work at the post, man, tonight.
Yeah.
Really trying to feed them.
I think we may have an advantage in the post there.
Mm-hmm.
Carter misses Stewart with the rebound.
I think you're right. On our length and our size, our toughness.
Nice move right down the middle.
I bet you'd like
Graves
to have that
misses.
one back.
Senators come back, set up their offense. Kelton
Man, nice
up and
move.
under.
She was just using her strength there. You know?
Judson can't guard her on the post. That's not a matchup that's going to work.
Got it down to 15 here. Let's try to hold them here and cut into this a little bit more.
Stewart up and good.
Man.
They run that curl off the top
Yeah,
with a
that's-
screen, and then she's going to come right to the
That's her
right to
patent.
the elbow.
That's her patent shot, ain't it?
Yep.
Her bread and butter.
She's knocked down 4 or 5 of them. There's Keltner again.
This is the best game I've seen Cass play.
Problem is we're just trading 2 for 2. We got to get some stops here. Stewart with the ball, top of the key. Claywell for 3, bucket. That's 12 for her on the evening.
Nice back. Ooh.
Gonna get a turnover there.
Do you think Hattie's hurt?
I don't know. It may be one of those where Coach Russell decides, you know, we've got to go with some size.
I got you. Yeah, I
And play kind of 3 bigs across the top there. So, Lady Senators are down 45-27. 4 minutes to go here in the in the third period. Stewart for 3. Makes it 48-27. Bousman gonna get Judson for the foul. That's her first of the night. Stewart up, leaves it short. Miller with the rebound. Gonna get a foul here on Judson. Her second foul.
She picked up 2 quick ones there, didn't she?
Maybe got a little help from the Senator crowd.
Get her off!
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad, though. Look at that give ahead.
Nice bucket.
That's unselfish basketball right there.
Play
At its
well with
best.
the bucket. Stewart gives her the throw-ahead pass. We're going to see Hattie Griffiths and Bailey Roll both check in at the next dead ball. Bousman.
If that was a push-off, I've seen that in my own 2 eyes. Good job, Cass. One more time.
Cass up there in the trees. Third foul on Veronica Judson.
Making some kind of offensive foul here.
Bailey Roll going to pick up the offensive foul. Score is 50-27, 2:17 left to go here in the third period. Stewart drives the lane up again. Gives her 21 on the evening.
Her average last year was 19 points.
Yeah, 19
so
last year. She's already at 21. We've got 2 minutes left to go in the third period here.
She's a solid player. Like you said you'll definitely remember her when you leave here.
Yeah.
And I definitely will remember her.
Hattie drives down the lane, puts up a nice runner. That was Sill who put up that three. Was unable to hit. And then picks up the foul. Griffith's back running the point. Russell tries to drive, gonna get an offensive foul on a push-off.
Man, Pekin's young out there right now. They got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomore, and 14 sophomore, number 20, a senior. 2 freshmen.
2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior. Stewart misses. Sill with the rebound.
There we go. Let's take advantage of this turnover.
Hattie drives. Up, no good. Play well coming back the other way. She's no good. Stewart there for the bucket.
There we go. Push your head through.
Stewart out ahead.
Yeah. To control her body like that going across was pretty impressive.
We've just got no answer for her tonight.
She's a beast.
She gets out in transition. She gets throw ahead. She plays good D.
Her teammates look for her. They know, I mean, if she's got that bread and butter shot, get in there, Bailey. Stay with it, girls. Well, that's got to be a foul. What's going on here?
Gonna get a foul on the floor. Bailey Roll gonna step to the line. Gonna get a foul here to end the period. 24. Crumley gonna pick up her first foul. So Bailey Roll gonna shoot a 1-and-1 here. Coming in, she is 8 of 20 for 40%. That was is no good. So doesn't get to attempt the second one because it is a 1-and-1. So we're going to start the fourth period of play here in just a moment after we come back from a commercial break.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Salem. Stewart.
Back to live action here. Lady Senators do trail 56-29 going into the start of the fourth period of play here. It will be Lady Senator ball.
Let's just finish this strong, you know. Have a good fourth quarter.
Have a good fourth
Build
quarter.
off that. You know, just put something together here. Nice little run.
Keltner underneath, no good.
She's going to stay with it, though.
Get the ball back, no good. Stewart with the ball, coming the other way. Up and no good.
I was going to say, if she hit it, I was going to take the microphone off. I was going to do a microphone drop. Drop an headset.
Musketeers set up their offense.
Nice little ball fake.
Play well to the elbow and good. Makes it a 29-point lead for the Lady Musketeers. Keltner no good. Sill with the rebound. Play well again for three. Gives her 19 on the evening. It's the two-headed monster we talked about. She's got 19 and Stewart has 25. Keltner with a nice turnaround jumper.
Yeah, that's some good numbers right there, Craig.
Thought about popping that one.
They're eating a little bit of clock off, it looks like.
Move, play well for three. That one's short. Carter with the rebound.
Good decision by Chelsea, 3-on-1.
Pulls it back out. Drives, no good. Got a 3-on-2 break. Gonna pick up a foul underneath.
You can live with that one too. That's not one of them hustle fouls, man. She was just going for the ball.
Bailey Roll gonna check out of the game. Cora Miller comes back in.
$30 points. Let's cut into this. I'll tell you, for her being a freshman, she's going to be pretty dang good.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can dribble on this team, man.
No, you're not going to be able to.
You might be able to get to once or twice, you know, pull something.
You're not going to be able to dribble through their defense. You're going to have to pass it over the top or get a ball fake.
Move it around. Their help side defense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If they see you get by one of their girls, the other one's stepping right in there. So, I mean, dribbling ain't the key to this game.
Keltner with the shot up and no good. So that foul going to go on Crumpton. Keltner goes back to the free throw line. That one up and good. Makes it 63-32.
Cassie's had a good game. Hey, we're joined by somebody.
Yeah.
You ever seen this kid before?
Yeah, every once in a while. Keltner's second free throw up and good. So that makes it 63-33.
Would you be interested in go get concession stand for us? He said, I better not.
Sill drives down the lane. No good. With a block shot there. Carter for three. Rims out, Claywell.
She was out of bounds again. I was going to say, if he don't call this one this time, he really can't see.
So Carter puts up the three. Claywell gets the rebound, but then steps out of bounds for the turnover. Casey comes back in for Sill. Miller no good.
Cass, stay with it.
Keltner up and good.
Man, she's had a heck of a game.
Yeah. Makes it 63-35. Lady Senators trail. 4:30 left to go in this game. Oh, Keltner going to travel.
Well, I think we got away with going right before that too. So I mean,
caught it kind of at an awkward angle, and then took a step and just kind of a weird place to catch it. So swing the ball around. Claywell misses. Carter with the rebound. Push ahead to Hattie Griffiths.
Ahead.
Griffiths up and no good. Keltner with the rebound. Carter for three. No good.
Oh.
Gonna get a bucket counted there. Graves hits the shot. Gonna get a third personal on Carter. Russell comes in for Griffiths. And then Graves is going to go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Up and good. Savannah Emmert checks in. Makes the score 66-35. .30 left to go in the game. Carter for three.
They've all been so close to going in. Good hustle right there, Maddie.
Be a jump ball. Stays with Eastern. Once again, 66-35. Eastern's out ahead here. Stewart down the lane, up and good.
Left hand too.
Throw ahead to Maddie Bausman.
Nice look over the top.
Keltner unable to hit that one, and then runs into Claywell to pick up her foul. Keltner going to come out. Roll going to check in for her. Stewart going to get held as she tries to get down the lane. Russell going to pick up that foul, her 4th.
They've done a good job staying out of foul trouble. For as bad as it looked early on.
Yeah. Casey misses the 3, but Graves gets the
Nice
rebound.
cut.
Stewart down the lane. Miller with the block. Then we're going to get another foul on Bailey Roll, her 4th. Casey puts up the first one, hits it, makes it 69-35. Second one up and good. Bousman up. Just can't seem to buy a bucket right now. Scores 70-35. Miller goes down the lane. Unable to get it, comes out top to Carter. Carter with a nice move. Too hard. Emmert with the rebound.
And Sarah Stice ready to check in.
Yeah, Sarah Stice going to check in. The transfer from Eastern. Stewart down the lane, no good.
I got to coach her last year. She was definitely a privilege to be around. Great kid, great athlete.
Played a heck of a JV game tonight. So she's going to check in at the next dead ball back at the school she used to go to.
Good move, Bailey.
Bailey with a nice bucket.
I think she's done a great job.
Gives her 8 in the game.
For the limited time that she's got, 8 points, a couple rebounds.
She may mess around and get into double digits tonight. Emmert.
Core with a block.
Core with a nice block.
I think they're probably going, you think they'll shoot or you think they'll run it out?
Oh. They're going to shoot some free throws.
Yeah. I guess they went down the post like that. They were going to try to score. I thought they were going to try to dribble it out, though.
They're going to get Bailey Roll for her 5th personal foul, so she's not going to get the 10 points.
A lot of those kids on the JV team played varsity. That's
Emmert with the free throw up and good. Her first point of the night. Second one, no good. Maddie Bousman with the rebound.
coast to coast here. Nice kick out to Sarah. Shoot it, Sarah. You're wide open. Maybe a little bit nervous.
Russell up and good.
Sarah's got really good defense too, man. She's know when those kids will harass you, man.
Eastern going to take care of the ball here.
Travel.
Going to get a travel.
Somebody's got to bring the ball up.
Bousman down the lane, no good. So that's going to complete our game here. Lady Senators do end up losing this one, 71-39. We're going to take a moment, collect our stats, and we'll be back in just a moment with the post-game show.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action. As the Lady Senators do end up dropping this game tonight, 71-39 to the Eastern Musketeers. Scoring breakdown goes like this. Judson ends up with 5 for the Musketeers. Claywell has 19 on 8 of 14 shooting. She was 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Graves chips in 8 on 2 of 6. Stewart, 27 points. She was 12 of 16 overall. She was 11 of 14 from two-point range and 1 of 2 from three-point range. She was 2 of 6 from the free throw line. So, she played a pretty good game all around.
12 of 16
12
from
of
the
16
field.
from the field.
12 of 16 from the field.
Yeah. She missed as many free throws as she did shots from the field tonight. So that tells you she's definitely a player. Casey chips in 5 points. Crumpton has 6 on 3 of 5 shooting. Emmert gets 1. Sill, Havener, and Casey all get in the game but do not score. For West Washington, they end up with 39 points. Hattie Griffiths has 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting for the night. Bousman has 2 on 1 of 6. Russell has 2 on 1 of 2. Carter has 6 on 2 of 8. Keltner chips in 17 on 6 of 15 shooting. Miller has 2 on 1 of 4. And Bailey Roll has 8 on 4 of 5 shooting. Sarah Stice and Lexi Griffiths do get in the game but do not score. Eastern I had them for 8 assists, 2 blocks, 7 offensive rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds, so that makes 22 total. Had them for 6 steals and only 8 turnovers. That's a pretty clean game for the Lady Musketeers. The Lady Senators, on the other hand, have 3 blocks, 10 offensive rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds for 27 total, 1 steal, and I had them for 13 turnovers. So not a terrible game either way, but the Musketeers do make it a little cleaner. Shooting stats, the Lady Musketeers were 28 of 51 overall for 54%, 22 of 36 from two-point range for 61%, 6 of 15 for 40% from the three-point range, and 9 of 15 from the free throw line for 60%. West Washington goes 16 of 45 from the field for 35%, 16 of 37 from two-point range for 43%, 0 of 8 from three-point range for 0%, and 7 of 10 from the line for 70%. Scoring breakdown by quarters, the Eastern Musketeers jump out to a 20-5 lead in the first period. Second period, 18-16 in favor of the Musketeers, so we even it up a little bit there. Then the third and fourth period, more of the same. Eastern jumps out 18-8 after the third period, and then fourth period is 15-10 to make your total 71-39 for the Lady Musketeers tonight. We're going to step aside, take a short commercial break. Hopefully we'll have Coach Russell out in just a moment to get his thoughts on the game. We'll be back in just a moment.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Indiana knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
27. Back to live action here. We are joined by Coach Darren Russell. Coach Russell, you said, coming into this game, you had to control Stewart a little bit. She does go off for 27 tonight. Really a very efficient game for her. I had her as 12 of 16 from the field. She didn't miss tonight.
No, and she's shooting point-blank shots most of the time. We didn't help very well. We didn't stay in front of her very well. And I mean, like I said before the game, she's probably one of the top 2 seniors south of Indy, or definitely in this area. So I mean, just a fantastic player. But our kids have got to learn that in these type of games, they got to come ready to play. And we're dealing with kids that have been 3-4 years varsity players, starters, 2 year starters, and they got to be ready to play in these type of games. And that's what I told them. I mean, competitors love these type of games, the atmosphere, and that's what they want. And I didn't feel like we had that effort tonight, especially early on.
Like you said early on, they jumped out to a 20-5 lead. Second period played a lot better. Even pretty close to even 18-16 in favor of them in the second period. You went to kind of a different lineup. We saw Cassidy Keltner and Bailey Roll both on the floor at the same time. So you had 2 of your bench players on with 3 of your starters. Went kind of as a big lineup there. You had Maddie Bausman in along with Cora Miller. So, you had basically 4 bigs, and played really well once those players came in.
They couldn't match up with that. There was going to be a mismatch, and I think they were taking their chance with Cassidy, and we wanted to just keep going to her over and over, but as long as they stayed with the kid that was on her, and wanted her to finish or get to the free throw line, and she grew up a lot tonight. I mean, I don't know how many she had, but I mean, she got in there and she battled, and she was the one bright spot, I would say, for us tonight overall.
Keltner, I agree with you. She did have 17 points tonight. You may not know this, but Bailey Roll stepped in and got 8 points and pulled down 4 rebounds for you.
Yeah, Bailey played well
limited
too.
amount of time too. So she really, when she was out there, she tried. She shined.
And that's the thing. I wish Bailey was about 4 inches taller. I mean, she would be an animal.
But like you've said many times before, she's a magnet for the ball.
Yeah.
So
it does find her.
She does get.
What happened?
Somebody needs to move a white Lincoln.
Oh well, not me. So,
it's
I'll be back.
It's kind of a sad night for you guys. You do come into a 2A school, that did win a state championship last year. Hoping to play probably better than what you did tonight. But overall, your girls still competed. Your three guard, starting group there, didn't really come through for you tonight. But they have so many other times throughout the season.
Yeah.
So,
and this was a big game for Eastern. I mean, they were very upset about losing last year. So they're definitely motivated for that. Talked about it several times. But then we had some kids that maybe didn't do the smartest things in the world at the boys' game, and I think that added some fuel to the fire. And it is definitely a learning night tonight for some of these kids.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here, get your girls home, get them ready for
we got
bed,
Orleans
and then
next week,
and then you've got Orleans coming in. So
we got to get ready for them.
So nice talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We're going to name our player of the game tonight, and I'm sure probably most of you know it is Cassidy Keltner. She does chip in 17 points on 6 of 15 shooting for 40% from the field. She was 5 of 6 from the free throw line for 83%. She also had 6 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and 9 total. So player of the game goes out to Cassidy Keltner.
Congratulations, Cassidy.
With that, we're going to wrap up our live stream here tonight. And we'd like to thank you for your support. Just like always, let people know that, hey, you can catch us on West Washington live stream and spread the word the best you can. Final thoughts tonight, Keith?
Hey, I tell you what, this is a very talented team. There's a reason why they're ranked second, and more than likely, they probably will get back to that state championship game. Very talented group of kids, well coached. I mean, just play really well together. But also want to give props to Cassidy Keltner, player of the game. She did amazing tonight. Bailey Roll. You just got to keep fighting, keep cutting, chopping wood.
Definitely. Well, live stream will be back in action tomorrow night as we go to the boys' game as they travel to Paoli to hopefully run and gun with the Ramblers over there. Misty Jones will be giving you that call. We hope to be live around 7. Hope to see you then.